All right, I'm enjoying a thick and chunky bowl of chili con carne. Now, okay, if you're in Texas, please settle down. I know you're gonna say, you got beans in there. That ain't chili con carne. Yes, I know, real chili con carne is only meat, but this has got ground meat, chunks of meat, and then kidney beans. And yes, I like kidney beans in my chili con carne. And it's got some secret ingredients that make it thick and chunky and also mellow out the heat of the chili. Just beautiful and delicious. Want to find out what those ingredients are? Well, come on. Let's go into the kitchen and find out right now. But first, let's have a little bite of this. Oh yeah. You want to go find out right now. Get in the kitchen. Let's see how we make this and what those secret ingredients are. All right, so here we've got our ingredients for our chili. Now, over here, I've got those contested beans. These are the red kidney beans, and I've got two 15-ounce cans of these, and they are rinsed and drained. I've got 2 onions chopped. Then for the meat here, I've got 1 pound or 450 grams of meat. In this case, I'm using today pork. You can use beef or pork. Usually beef, but in this case, I got a good price on pork today. Nice chunk of loin, so I cut that up. That's cut up into small bite-sized pieces. Over here, we have 12 ounces or 340 grams of ground meat. Again, it's my favorite, which is like a mixture of beef and pork. Over here, 1 15-ounce can of canned tomatoes. Then, up front here, we've got a couple different things. We've got, first of all, this is one of my secret ingredients for thickening up and giving it that great thickness. That is 1/3 of a cup of cornmeal. Over here, I've got a 1/4 cup of olive oil. That's just for cooking the onions in. I've got a teaspoon of salt. I've got 3 cloves of garlic thinly sliced. Of course, the chili powder. We gotta have chili powder. I've got a 1/4 cup of chili powder. And then that secret ingredient that adds a certain fiery but mellowness. It takes that fire and mellows it out, and that is a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. That makes this chili. So, first thing, let's get this, let's not forget the water. 3 cups of water, there's more liquid in there. All right, so first thing I want to do here, I've got my big cast iron pot. You know, big Copco in here, that will do. And I'm going to turn this on medium heat. Going to add in the olive oil. And then, in go the onions. I'm going to cook those onions, stirring them occasionally for about 5 minutes on medium heat. I just want to soften up the onions. So, I'll see you back here in 5 minutes. All right, that's been about 5 minutes and the onions are softened up a bit. So now what I'm gonna do is add in the meats. So in goes the ground meat. And in goes the chunky meat. This is what gives our chili that chunkiness. Now all I'm gonna do, stir that in, I'll get that combined around. I'm just gonna keep stirring this, moving it around. We're going to cook this for about 8 to 10 minutes. What I want to do is I just want to lightly brown some of the meat. And then we'll be back to start adding in the rest of the ingredients. Well, not everything. There's a few secret ingredients have to stay out until the end. But most everything else is going in. All right, see you back here in a few minutes. That's been about just a little over 8 minutes here. And all the meat is cooked now. Now, we haven't got that much browning or anything, and you probably, depending on the onions, whether you're going to get a lot of browning or not. Onions are quite watery, like these ones are. You probably don't get that much browning. It's really not going to make that much difference because we've got a lot of flavor coming in from everything here. So, let's get on with this. Let's get in the beans can go in here. All right, get those in there. The tomatoes. I want to get that chili powder in there. Salt. Ooh, a little bit more salt. There we go. And the garlic. All right. That's a garlic. Good for you. Fights off all kinds of stuff. Alright. Okay, before I put in the water, I'm just going to mix this around a little bit. There's enough to combine everything throughout. It's all got to cook together anyways. I just want to get it distributed a little bit. Alright, that's looking pretty good. That is hot. Now, I'm going to pour in that water. So we got 3 cups of water going in here. And now just gently stirring that a little bit. Now what I do is going to bring that up to a simmer, and then I'm going to put the lid on it, and we're going to simmer that for a good 1 hour. All right, here's like cooking away in there, get all those flavors in there. We're going to cook that for an hour, and after an hour, we're going to add in our 2 secret ingredients to turn this into thick and mellow. All right, see you in an hour from now. All right, that's been simmering away there for about an hour. So let's have a look. That is looking great. Yeah, smelling really good, but you can see it's still very soupy. Well, this is where the cornmeal comes in. So what I'm going to do now is going to mix in the cornmeal. Now that cornmeal is going to cook, and when it cooks, it's going to start thickening up this soup and turn it into a nice thick and chunky chili. You can see already, just a little bit. Already there, it's already starting. It hasn't even cooked yet. All right, now the other thing I want to do is I want to add in for the mellowing out. You got the sharpness of the chili. Now I want to kind of keep that heat, but mellow it a bit and make a really smooth chili. In goes the cocoa powder. All right, just kind of mix that in there. At first, that's going to be like lumpy gravy. Cocoa powder doesn't dissolve that easy, but remember, we're going to be cooking this for a while now. So this is going to cook now for half an hour more. This time with the lid off, so I can stir this every once in a while. So like occasional stir, keep it simmering. Look at that color and the smell. This is different from a lot of chilies you'll have had. And I've served this before to friends, and let's just say it gets rave reviews. All right, so I'll see you in half an hour when this is simmered and thickened and we're ready to serve it up. All right, so this has been simmering away for 30 minutes. I'll give it the occasional stir. Now the cornmeal has cooked in, so what's happened is it's thickened everything up. Look at it. Look at this. That is thick and chunky, delicious chili. So we're going to turn the heat off. All right, go around, see, look at that. Beautiful, kind of a chocolatey color too from the cocoa. All right, let's serve some up. So we've got a bowl. I'm just going to put a bunch of that in here. And that, along with a piece of bread or something like that is dinner served. Put a little salad on the side or something. Fantastic. All right, it's a little hot. A little hot. Ooh. Try some. Oh yeah. Now, if you don't like your chili too spicy, this is absolutely perfect. It's nice and mellowed out by that chocolate. If you want it spicier, you can increase the chili powder at the beginning. But I think for most people, this is absolutely perfect. All right, enjoy your chili. Now, if you go to the link up here on the screen and also clickable in this video's description, you can download and print out this recipe from the main dishes recipes booklet on Kuma's Kitchen's Patreon page. Just click the feature tag called recipes. Now go print out this recipe and enjoy thick and chunky chili con carne and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.